everybody, and thank you for joining us. You are watching Locking Down with Isabella, Jane, and Rosie. Rosie will join us in just a minute. Just a quick couple of shout outs to IBM.tv. Thanks for having us, the team backstage. You guys are amazing. I see we've got a couple of new viewers today. Thank you so much for joining us. This is basically a talk show. I'm going to talk about whatever I want, chat a bit of rubbish, chat a bit of politics. Don't worry, we stay away from politics. And I don't do it alone. I do it with my best pal, Rosie.
I'm the best pal. I'm so wonderful.
You really are, Rosie.
I'm fantastic.
You are.
I am stupendous.
And you are.
Running out of words.
Yeah, running out of words. So, guys, this is Rosie. She is my right-hand girl. Literally, she works on my right hand.
Because I'm always right and I'm funny. Yeah.
Exactly. That wasn't really funny.
No, it wasn't. That's your fault.
Yeah. So, guys, welcome to our show. Before we really get started, we've got some cool announcements. Tomorrow, we are beginning a brand new limited 5-part series called Maths and Grammar
101. Yeah, everything you need to know about maths and grammar and all that boring school stuff.
Yeah, we made it fun.
We made it entertainment.
We made it worthwhile.
Yeah, watch it. It's coming out tomorrow. And we have a cooking show coming out.
Yeah, guys, this Friday, we have got Gotta Eat SA launching on Friday with 2 other presenters. So stay tuned, lock in on those socials of mine and let's stay in touch and get some really cool entertainment going this week. It's going to be a fantastic week. And we have got a fantastic show. We have a guest on in just a minute. But before we do that, we still can't travel. But
we can travel with our imaginations.
So we went none other than Kimberley in South Africa. So guys, take a look. Let's go
around the
world. Rosie is my puppet pal. Her hair is straight and yellow.
I'll wear a dress that's pink on hue, and we both say hello.
Hi there, you are watching Around the World with Rosie and I'm Isabella Jane.
I've loved all the South African travelling, haven't you?
Well, Rosie, I don't think there's anything like someone's home country, and South Africa is my home country.
So can we do more of South Africa? We did Joburg and we did Cape Town. Where are we going to go to next?
Rosie, I think I've got an idea.
What do you mean, This is, not a lot.
Well, no, we're in a small town called Kimberley. And even though it's small, Rosie, it's the capital of our Northern Cape province here in South Africa.
This is a capital?
Yes. I love Kimberley. Rosie, it was founded a long time ago in 1871.
Why?
Well, a lot of diamonds were found. You see, back in 1871, they started digging a massive mine, and it was huge. A big, big hole. And they found 3,000 kilograms of diamonds.
Wow, now that's impressive.
It is, and Rosie, even today, you can still go and see the mine. It's known as the Big Hole.
So that's what Kimberley is known for, a big hole.
Well, there are some other cool things in Kimberley.
Like what?
Well, a while after they found all the diamonds, South Africa opened its first flying school here in Kimberley.
Well, that's quite cool.
And they taught the first pupils, and they were part of the South African Aviation Corps, which then became the South African Air Force, which in fact, Rosie, is the second oldest air force in the world.
That's a mouthful. Say that all again.
Aviation Corps and South African Air Force.
Well done.
Thanks.
So, is that about it? I think it's actually growing on me, this Kimberley place.
Yeah. Another really cool thing about Kimberley is it's got great food.
Does it?
Well, besides a wimpy, it's got the world's only drive-in bar.
That's awesome.
I think that is really cool. So South Africa yet again has another one-of-a-kind thing, which I think is pretty awesome.
That is really awesome. So Della,
Yes.
because of the big hole and all the diamonds, I think I know the perfect song for us to sing. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental. That diamonds are a girl's best friend.
A kiss may be grand, but it won't help the rental on your humble flat.
Or help you at the auto net.
Men grow cold as girls grow
Oh,
and we all lose our charm in the end.
that square-shaped and tear-shaped.
These rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Okay, it's done. That episode was really boring.
I thought it was a good one, Rose. We had a look on Facebook quickly now, and I was just watching it. I was watching an episode on a platform, and there were subtitles, Rosie, and all I really saw from the subtitles were boozy and cattle. And I don't think we saw any of those things in the actual episode, so I don't know what subtitles get from you, but it's some weird stuff.
Yeah, sure. But do you think we can do something a little bit more exciting now?
Yeah, Rosie, we actually have something really, really exciting coming up.
What, the School of Positivity? Can we go there now? Because this show is boring today.
No, but we guys, we do have the School of Positivity coming up in about 20 minutes, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, we've got a very, very special guest with us. We have got Coach Aaron!
Hello.
Hi.
How's it, guys?
Good. How are you, Coach Aiden?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
That's good. Your voice went funny there. You're good. Are you sure you're good?
Definitely.
Coach Aiden.
Yes, he is.
What do you coach?
I coach soccer. So I coach soccer. I coach at a club called Bronson Warriors, coaching the under 17s team. And I've also coached under 9s. So yeah. And I also coach at a school as well.
Well, that's really cool. So you're a coach, so that means you should be good at soccer. Are you good at soccer?
Yeah, I was. And then I got injured. And that's why I started coaching actually. That's why. So I had a whole operation and I was out for a year and never got back. Yeah. Happens, though.
It happens. But I'm glad you're now and teaching people how to play soccer badly.
No, Rosie, I'm treating you. I just kind of play it very well. We've seen some of his videos on his YouTube page. Some really, really cool ones. We've actually got one here that we're going to just show a little clip of.
Oh, cool. Are we gonna?
Yeah, we are gonna.
Wait.
Shoot with your left. Oh, this is the shooting one.
So like hopscotch with a goal.
Hopscotch, yeah, Rosie.
So basically, Aiden, Coach Aiden,
Dribbling with right foot shooting. So dribble as fast as possible through the cone with your right foot only, looking up as well, and then you shoot with your right foot. We're putting your non-kicking foot to the ball. Make sure that you're not off balance and follow.
Stunning. So that's also a very tiny goal over there that I saw.
So
goalpost.
the problem is that we're in lockdown and we can't use the field at all. We're not allowed on the field and we don't have permission. So you got to make do what you have. So I had a goal for private lessons. I also do private lessons with children or players, and a smaller goal, I find it helps for players as it helps with their accuracy and getting it into small, tight spaces in the goals. So if the keeper is really good, you need to try shoot for the corner.
Getting
So,
into
yeah.
a very small goal must increase your precision, you know?
Definitely, definitely.
That makes sense, Rosie, because when you have a big goal, you can really hit it anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Surprising, some people miss. So
And she does. She told me that she was in a soccer team with you in school.
yeah, that was at school when you were playing at break, probably. I think it was.
It wasn't just it was an actual team, and I was really good. I think I
Oh,
actually inspired
yeah.
the whole thing, actually.
Nah, yeah, you could say that.
He retired because he broke a pinky finger. I mean, how pathetic. This guy had a whole operation and he didn't even retire.
Yeah. So, Aiden, we actually wanted to talk to you a little bit about keeping your immune system up during the coronavirus pandemic, and how kids in particular, who aren't at school at the moment, can be staying active even if they don't have a garden outside. You know, if they should get a ball, what they can do, and just, you know, give us a bit of info around that.
So definitely, what I normally do with my kids, I gave them a program. So I've designed some programs for the club as well, and given them to do stuff. So like skipping rope, you can have a small space and skip rope. That's one of the best cardios you can do in sports. If you can run in your area, run around the road, or do a few sprints up and down. You can also kick a ball around, juggle with a ball. Any sports you do, you got to stay active. It's very important. It definitely it helps maintain your health. Helps you keep at a healthy body weight as well. That's very important in sports.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as you enjoy doing it, I say keep going. You can't, like, I know some kids, they like to play PlayStation or Fortnite. Like I say, I also play games. I also play PlayStation, but I try keep it at a certain time. So at night time, I will play games, and then during the day, I'll do exercises, try skip rope, try just do anything you can to stay active. But yeah.
I think we've got a question saying, how do I become good?
A lot of practice every day. Put an hour in, practice every day, an hour. If you put an hour in and dedication to the sports that you want to become good at, you're sure you can go far, especially at a kid's age.
And Coach Jordan,
Yes.
how important is it to keep your immune system up, you know, especially now with the coronavirus?
It's very important. So for your immune system, I have Crohn's disease, so that attacks your immune. So I have a weak immune system. If you stay active, there's not going to be a lot of problems with. So like I used to have back pains. I had just weird pains coming, and if you stay inactive and you keep pushing, like if you keep pushing through, to be honest. Yeah, so I say just stay active, because if you stay inactive, not a lot of problems will come. And also when you get older, more problems will come, like your joints, your backs, all that kind of stuff. Staying active. Okay. I know some people don't know.
And we have another.
So football and soccer. You see, American football, there's that, it's like rugby. Soccer is just kicking with the ball. But I like to call it football because it's football. You know, if you go to the UK, they will say football, not soccer. But yeah.
Okay. What's the best stuff to eat to stay healthy?
Best stuff to eat. Okay. Let's say you want to eat McDonald's. Of course, you want to eat McDonald's, but you can't eat it all the time. Try have one day, or like I try say Friday is my day where I can eat McDonald's, and then during the week I drink water, stay hydrated. That's the most important thing, is staying hydrated, drinking water. Exactly, right there. Definitely eat healthy. So I know a lot of foods give you energy. So like carbohydrates, that's like your breads, your pasta, and all that kind of stuff. Protein is very important to help build your muscles. They repair your muscles as well. So like your beef, your chicken, whatever. And then, so yeah, it's very important to eat healthy as well.
Mm. And of course,
Obviously, eat
these,
your vegetables.
yeah,
Definitely.
eat chickens. And these
Yeah.
kind of foods, like the carbohydrates helping with the energy. Obviously, you need to then complement that with doing at least an hour a day of exercise, like 5 days a week or 4 days a week. Um,
Definitely. So I did a video on eating before a match. You gotta eat at least an hour to an hour and a half before you play a match because you need that energy. Because if you don't eat, you're not gonna play well. So you
yeah,
really food gives you that energy to play well.
yeah. Okay,
So yeah.
and you've got a YouTube channel which is called Aiden's Coaching, which you
Yes.
guys need to, subscribe to and watch. It's really cool videos that he's got on there. So I want to know, like, when you started that and why you started that. Was it because of COVID-19, or what was your process with that?
Okay, so how I started was, so I coached every single day from Monday to Sunday, coaching schools, coaching my club, and now COVID came and now I'm not coaching at all.
Yeah,
Like I want to go as far as possible with coaching. I'm doing my UEFA license, which is overseas, one of the best license in the world. Um, but yeah, with the channel, I just started. I was like, okay, let me just show small videos of what players can do during this time. So I
yeah,
started with that. I posted on Instagram and Facebook and also YouTube. And then I started editing videos. I started loving editing and I was like, whoa, I can actually do this. And then I started making videos and decided, okay, I watch a few YouTube videos. I follow some people, subscribe to them and I was like, I can do this. So I started it, and I'm really enjoying it, and I have great videos coming up soon as well.
that's amazing. So you guys have to subscribe, like, and comment and all of that stuff for Coach
Definitely.
Aiden. Like how, so for me, I'm a creative human being, and I have you on, this platform to talk about like soccer and staying active, well, football and staying
Yeah,
active and all of, especially now with how important it is to be staying fit and healthy and making sure that your immune system is strong so that if anything does happen that you're equipped to fight it,
yeah,
your body, and also help prevent anything happening to
yeah. It
you.
prevents a lot of things,
Yeah,
injuries, all that.
amazing. I really also love how with this time you've gone into a creative space too, like with creating the videos and editing, and how it's brought out a lot more in you. So do you think COVID has helped with your skills, like within soccer and then beyond soccer? Can you explain?
Definitely. I also started writing up my own drill book. So I've never written my drills up, and I just
What's
memorize it. Drill book is like all your things that you're gonna do with for a team, how to make them better. Even one-on-one sessions I do, private lessons, I've designed a few drills for players. And so I don't have to like, oh, so now I'm well prepared for things up ahead. It's brought a lot out of me, but I also missed a lot. I was supposed to go to Namibia in July for this course, but lucky enough they did it online, but we still have to go next year.
okay?
So yeah, like there's a few things I missed. Like I was supposed to also go to Mozambique for my school that we are gonna go play in a tournament, and that got cancelled. So there was a few things. There's negatives and also positives,
Mm,
which I've got out of this. So yeah, really, I'm
sure.
really excited for the future. So,
Okay, and another thing, a lot of people, before we get there, which team do you coach?
what team do I coach? I coach Bronson Warriors football team, the under 17s. Uh, Also, I know that guy. Total football. He's one of my coaches that I coach with, and I also coach at the American International School, the senior team, the first team, under 13s and under 10s. So I coach a lot of age groups from under 7s as well. So yeah.
Very cool. Amazing. So we have a lot of people who generally complain with wearing masks and exercising. So someone who I believe would be a pro masker, who would want to wear a mask for the safety of others around them, and for someone who's pretty active a lot of the time, do you have any tips on people who are battling to wear masks and how they can, wear it a little bit easier? Could they just suck it up and stop complaining?
The problem is wearing a mask. I've read up a few things where if you do a lot of exercises, you need to take in oxygen, of course.
Yeah.
And this mask won't help you bring in oxygen. So definitely maybe train in an open space where there's not a lot of people. So I train at a park and I try to stay away from other people and just try to keep my distance from people. But if you have to wear a mask, wear it. But take your mask off, breathe some air, put it back on, all that kind of stuff.
Otherwise, you'll pass out.
Sorry?
Otherwise, you'll pass out.
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. You'll end up in hospital, I think, yeah? That's not going to be fun.
Well, I think you should just always wear a mask, really.
What he's saying is that, sometimes, like when you're exercising, you wouldn't know personally, Rosie, because you don't. But for us who wear masks, it gets quite tough. I found a thing called a sports mask, sports mask, where it's got little filters as well. Have you heard of those? If they work for people who are wanting to always wear the masks in busy places?
I think they work. I've never tried them, so I wouldn't know. So I think they would work, but it's better than wearing no mask, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully we get this thing sorted so we don't have to wear a mask again.
Absolutely.
I think someone said something, how do you join a club? I think you just I don't know, I saw that question is there we go. So you just go to a nearby club. So Brunson Warriors is a developing club. They accept anyone. And you just go and join any club around your area, just try and join. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So basically just go inside and say, hey, I want to join. And
look on the internet. There's a lot of things on the internet, like YouTube. For kids, you can look, they love YouTube, I'm telling you. And you can look at drills, you can look at anything on YouTube.
Or you can just watch Aiden's coaching.
Definitely. You can also watch me.
Amazing. So, Aiden, before we let you go, do you have any closing words just for everyone, staying active, some words of encouragement from Coach Aiden, and basically reminding everyone to stay active indoors or outdoors, apartments?
So at this time, I try to tell my players to keep active, guys. You need to start working hard. You need to work hard for where you want to go. If you don't work hard and you just you think the coach is going to do something for you, then it's not going to help. So you got to put in that time and effort and dedication for any kind of sports. So that's my words.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's after we'll have you back. So guys, really subscribe, like, and comment and share Coach Aiden. Thank you for being with us. And I think we're going to go straight into a fairy tale, wrap things up for this week. Guys, remember that we have got the School of Positivity coming right after us. Tomorrow, Rosie and I are releasing Grammar 101. And on Friday, we've got a cooking show coming up. So stay tuned. And let's go straight into a fairy tale.
Rosie is my puppet pal. Her hair is straight and yellow.
I wear a dress that's pink on hue, and we both say hello.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Fairy Tales with Isabella Jane and Rosie. I am the Isabella Jane.
And I am the Rosie. And it's so nice to have you guys back. I love Fairy Tale Fridays.
So do I. I love diving into classic stories that, I've forgotten some details of or that I haven't watched or read in a while.
Okay, Miss Sentimental, what story are you reading today?
Well, I have to be a little bit sentimental today because this story is a really, really special one for me. It's close to my heart and I have a lot of history with it.
So, what is it?
Well, before I tell you what it is, I'm going to say that the first song I ever sang when I was 5 years old, when I started singing, was a song from this. And I was 5 years old. And then when I was 7 or 8 years old, I was in this show at the People's Theatre in Johannesburg, South Africa. And I played a little elephant, I played a monkey, and I played a little girl.
Okay, so what is it?
Well, this story became a Disney film, which was adapted by a couple of books that were released in the 1800s. It became a film in 1967, and recently they've made another live-action version, which is gorgeous as well. We are reading none other than The Jungle Book.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm excited about The Jungle Book.
So am I. So it begins, Rosie, like every good fairy tale and story should. Once upon a time. I hope you said that with us.
Yes, I hope so. You should know by now. That's how we start.
Yes, it is how we start. You should know by now. I feel like you forget.
So, tell me the story. Where does it start? Why is there a wolf attacking a boy?
Well, the wolf isn't attacking the boy. You see, there was a young baby who was found, and the wolves actually adopted him, and they raised him.
Imagine being raised by dogs.
Well, wolves.
Scary stuff. Imagine me. They would think I'm a chew toy.
Probably.
Like you were meant to defend me.
Okay, they wouldn't think you're a chew toy. I think they'd raise you very, very nicely.
Yes, I agree. So what happened to the baby?
Well, the baby's name is Mowgli, and he is our main character. So he was raised by wolves, and he made many, many friends and got himself into many, many sticky situations.
Or like what?
Well, one of his best friends was Bagheera, a black panther, who was really a bit of a guardian angel in Mowgli's life, who really looked out for him. In times like when he was abducted by the orangutans, and the orangutans wanted him to teach them how to make fire, because he was a man, and it was like the man weapon, because it's obviously quite old. And he was also abducted by a snake and hypnotized.
Hypnotized.
You can't say it either.
Well, because you can't say it, Della.
True. Hypnotized by the snake, and luckily he got out of that too. Who knows how?
And anything else?
Well, this was the scene that I was in. The elephants. So the elephants are a bit of an army, and they were marching and practicing, and Mowgli messed all of this up naturally, and the baby elephant,
Which is what you played.
yes, I played the baby elephant, covered it up for Mowgli, which of course the colonel saw straight through, and he just got himself into more issues. So one day, Rosie, Mowgli made a friend that was very, very special to him, and this was a big bear called Baloo.
Baloo! I want a friend called Baloo.
I think we all want a friend like Baloo. He was so caring and fun, and he taught Mowgli amazing, amazing things and more about the humans. And it's such a beautiful moment in the film and in the book, for that matter, that you guys just have to treasure, because I always wanted a friend like Baloo.
Oh, you've got me.
I got you. Exactly. I got you.
Baloo. I got you, Baloo.
Yeah. And one day, the tiger, Shere Khan, decided that today was the day that he was going to finally kill Mowgli.
Oh no, why?
Well, Shere Khan didn't really like the humans that much,
But Mowgli wasn't like that.
but Shere Khan didn't know that. So Shere Khan attacked, but luckily Mowgli had Baloo and Bagheera to protect him.
And did they?
Well, unfortunately, they were up against a tiger, Rosie, and they couldn't protect him.
So did they die?
No, they didn't die. They just were defeated rather quickly.
Oh, well, that's quite silly.
yeah, they didn't really stand a chance next to him. But Mowgli then made a fire, and he protected himself with the fire from Shere Khan, and Mowgli got away safely. And in fact, Baloo and Bagheera were fine as well.
Thank goodness, I was worried about that.
But you see, now Mowgli got to the age where Bagheera thought that it was time to go back to the village where he was from.
And did he go?
Well, you see, he saw a girl, a really pretty girl, and he thought, it's a good idea to follow that girl into the village.
And did he say goodbye to Bagheera and Baloo?
Well, of course he did, but he had to leave, right? He had to be with his own people, and Baloo and Bagheera actually wanted that for him. And the coolest part about this is, because they were such good friends, this wasn't a goodbye forever. This was just Mowgli was going to go live with his kind and always visit his amazing friends in the jungle. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities are Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life.
Wherever I wander, wherever I roam,
I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees
to make some honey just for me.
when you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance
At the fancy ants and maybe try a few.
the bare necessities of life will come to you.
They'll come to you.
Thank you so much for watching Locking Down with Isabella Jane.
And Rosie.
We've got the School of Positivity up next. Remember, guys, to like, subscribe, share all of our channels, get involved, stay in touch. A massive thank you to Coach Aiden for being on, and go check him out on YouTube, Aiden's Coaching. And yeah, guys, thank you, and stay safe.
Stay sanitized.
Hey, welcome to the School of Positivity. I'm the dude. Hey, action, Tam.
Oh, I thought I was never going to make it on time.
Why are you so late? You know the show starts at exactly 36 minutes past 4.
I know, but I was trying really hard to get all my stationery. Really, it's difficult being short.
Difficult being short?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was right on the top cupboard. I had to take my chair, I had to climb every single shelf to get to the top. I then had to try and open the top cupboards and then pull down my box, which fell on the floor, and I'm exhausted, but I made it with my stationery.
Well done. You did pretty good for a short person.
I know, I hate being short. I wish I was just a little bit taller. You know, like you're really tall. You can just reach and grab things.
Well, I am tall, but that's no reason to hate short people.
Well, I don't hate being short. I Wish I was a little bit taller.
There's so many great things about being short.
Like what?
Well, when I went walking the other day, my hair got tangled in the branches of a tree, and a fireman had to come and cut it off. That's why I'm missing some now.
Oh, wow. I was wondering why it got so short.
Yeah. And when I take a bath, I can't get under the water because too much of me sticks out.
I go right into the bath and I disappear and it's warm and cozy.
Sometimes, even when I'm in bed, my feet stick off the end and out the end of my blankets.
How short is your bed?
It's a regular size. I'm just that tall.
Wow, when I'm in bed, I'm covered from head to toe and I can snuggle and be warm.
You see?
It's wonderful.
There's so many good things about being short,
I
right?
suppose there are, right? So maybe we should be happy the way we are.
We should be happy the way we are. I mean, I'm happy to be tall most of the time, unless my hair gets stuck in a tree.
That doesn't sound like that much fun.
No.
And maybe next time when I can't reach my crayons, I should just ask you for help, because you can just go on your tippy toes and grab it.
Sure. And next time I need to go canoeing, I'll get you because you have a low center of gravity.
What does that mean?
Means that because you're closer to the ground, you fall over less.
So it's harder for me to pull out of my canoe because I'm short?
That's exactly right. I would go, oh. But you're pretty good at, maintaining your balance.
So I have superpowers when I'm short.
Well, yeah, let's call them superpowers. Hey, do you remember we went on safari yesterday?
Oh, yeah, it was so amazing. We saw so many animals.
So many awesome animals.
Really, the coolest animals ever.
Talking about tall and short, I wanted to show you one of the videos that we took yesterday to remind you how beautiful both short and tall are.
Okay, so what video is it?
Well, it's this one. Do you remember that?
It's the giraffe and the zebra.
Look how beautiful they both are.
Wow, the giraffe it looks taller than the tree there.
The giraffe can eat the leaves right on top of the tree, and the zebra will take care of all the leaves on the bottom.
Oh, wow, so they both actually have a very important role to play.
They sure do.
So
I love giraffes.
I love zebras and giraffes.
I love them both. How great are their patterns?
They're so beautiful.
I know the giraffe has spots all over him, and the zebra's got
stripes. But they're both magical-looking creatures.
So magical. See, and I bet they love being zebras and giraffes.
I bet too. And look, they hang out all the time together, so maybe when the giraffe is crunching for the beautiful, big, juicy leaves at the top of the trees, he might even drop one or two for his friend zebra to pick it up and eat it, so nothing goes to waste.
There's another great reason to be short.
And tall.
Yeah.
I love being short and I love being tall.
So, are you ready to doodle? Because I know you've got your crayons.
I've got everything I need already. I don't have to go and fetch anything.
I want to doodle that beautiful, tall giraffe.
Me too. Okay, kids, if you haven't got your pens and crayons, quickly run now because we're about to show you how to doodle the giraffe. Okay, what colors do we need?
Yellow.
We need a yellow and an orange.
And a brown.
And a brown.
Yeah.
And I think black. And there's another dark brown because I think their colors, their brown spots are lots of different kinds of browns, maybe.
All right, let's doodle a giraffe.
drew a giraffe, and I'm sure you did too.
And he was so tall, he almost didn't fit on the page.
I saw that. It was so tall. Kaylee Zambanini
She must be from Italy.
from Italy wants to know, do you have any facts about giraffes?
I do happen to know 1 or 2 facts about giraffes.
Yeah.
Did you know that giraffes have 3 hearts?
3 hearts?
Yeah, they need a lot of blood pumped up their neck to their brains.
They don't have a lot of love then?
They have a lot of love. So much love. Have you ever met a giraffe that wasn't full of love?
Never.
Exactly, because they got 3 whole
3
hearts.
hearts. But they need all those hearts in different places in the body to pump all the blood everywhere because they're so tall.
Amazing. Did you also know that they sort of have a spongy sort of type of stuff at the base of their skull?
Yeah.
So when they go drink, and they put their long necks down to drink, the blood doesn't rush to their head and make their heads explode. So it just goes slowly into their brain so they can drink without dying.
That's so magical. How beautiful that they've been made that way.
They've been perfectly made.
Perfectly made, and they're so tall.
Kaylee Zambanini says, did you know that a group of giraffe are called a tower of giraffe?
I think Katie's favorite animal is a giraffe.
I think so too. She loves long and tall things.
She does. Wow. Doesn't that remind you of someone we met yesterday?
Jeremy?
Jeremy the giraffe.
Are we going to go say hi to Jeremy?
We met him on our tour in the deep African jungle yesterday.
Yeah, more of the Highveld.
Well, the highlights.
Yeah.
Let's watch him.
Let's meet
We have a
Jeremy.
story for him. A time for the Kruger critters.
The Kruger critters.
Fantastical creatures await us in Africa. I hope you remember to bring your own camera, because we're about to meet the wildest of critters. Some might even give you the jitters. A bunch of man-eating, veggie-snacking beasts with delightful stories for all to feast. Don't forget to doodle your pictures. While we share their stories, they'll have you in stitches. Some are quirky and totally misjudged, but please don't hold a grudge. Just join us on our adventures that are wild and free, learning all about the animals that we meet. These critters that live under the African sun have found a place in my heart, one by one.
I'm the tallest mammal around. Yes, you heard me, from my head to the ground. My legs are so long, almost 6 feet tall. I'm like a very, very high wall.
He really is a different-looking chap. The giraffe is the only kind on the world map. He does have one funny, awkward feature that makes him a rather funny-looking creature.
Let me guess. You want to talk about my neck again? Yes, it's awfully short, so let me explain. My neck is too short to reach the ground. It's rather peculiar and even profound.
He basically has to spread out his legs and do the splits, or kneel to the ground when he's thirsty and wants to take a sip. It's the one thing I really love about Jeremy the giraffe. He's a very special animal and always has the last laugh.
It's true, my friend. I love my life and my looks. Everyone should read about me in interesting books.
With the Kruger critters.
I love Jeremy. He's such a friendly, happy character. Oh, absolutely love them. Don't you, Auntie?
Oh, giraffes are some of my best friends.
They really are. Do you know that their neck is almost as long as your nose?
My nose isn't that long.
Well, it is a little bit long.
Well, it's not that long.
Well, it's longer than my nose. Look.
My cousin Philip has a very long nose. I have an adequate nose.
Your nose is absolutely perfect the way it is, but I was just saying that your nose is really long, like a giraffe's neck is really long.
Well, of course it is. Otherwise, how would I smell those delicious ants?
Oh, of course. No, everything is needed. Everything has a purpose in life, right?
Yes, I'm practically perfect in every way.
You are, and I love you just the way you are. You shouldn't change.
Thank you kindly.
So what have you been up to the last few weeks? What artworks have you been working on?
Well, I've just been recently inspired. You know, when I went on safari with you and the dude yesterday, I was so inspired by the beauty of nature. So I want to do even more animals.
More animals?
And landscapes.
And landscapes. What's a landscape?
A landscape is a beautiful picture of nature.
Like if you're looking out into the field and then you see trees and maybe a lake in front of the trees,
Exactly.
a bit of grass.
Water is one of my favorite things to paint.
I love water as well. And what's your favorite animal? Besides an aardvark, of course.
Well, I'm a big fan of ants. But that's mostly just to eat.
And what do you think about zebras and giraffes? Because zebras are short and giraffes are tall.
They are so beautiful. I love spots and stripes together.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I happen to have two artists with us today. You might recognize them because they've joined us a few times. And they've brought two pictures of some really amazing animals to show us.
Oh,
they
I'm so
have
excited.
drawn themselves. Do you want to meet them?
Oh, more than any.
Do you remember Trace?
Oh, there's Trace and there's Tristan.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Tristan and Chase are so busy doodling away.
Hi, boys. Can you hear us? I don't know if you can hear us. Can you? You both look very smart. Did you have haircuts?
Nope.
Oh, did you brush your hair? You didn't. You just woke up looking so wonderful.
Yes, I know what that's like. I also have perfect hair.
You really do. Isn't his hair just perfect, Tristan? No. Oh.
I see you're agreeing in the old school way by shaking your head.
That's right. What have you two boys been doodling for us? I believe we have giraffes. That is this giraffe. Beautiful. Tristan, can you explain to us what's happening in that picture, please? Beautiful face. I love that giraffe.
They're both amazing. I'm fascinated by Tristan's measurements.
What can you explain what your measurements mean?
On the pages that's long.
So if you ever wanted to draw him again, you would know exactly the right measurements.
Yeah.
Do you have any facts about them? Yes, Chase? What is that?
Zebra.
A zebra? Did you make the zebra that we went and saw yesterday?
Yes.
He's beautiful. Do you have a name for him?
No, I haven't named him yet.
Well, he's absolutely beautiful. What did you use to make him?
Why don't you call him Mr. Sprinkles?
Oh, they're whispering something.
They're planning something.
What are they planning? What picture have you? Oh, a sausage dog?
It's either that or a horse with very short legs.
Which one is it?
I drew it. I drew it.
And what is it, Chase?
A sausage dog.
A sausage dog?
That sounds delicious.
And where do you get sausage dogs? Only in South Africa, or do you think we get them around the world?
South Africa.
South Africa. And does that sausage dog have a name?
No.
No.
In German, they call them Duffels.
Is that also in Germany?
I think so.
Wow. Tristy, can we go back to your giraffe, please?
Yeah.
We want you to tell us a little bit more about what you've written there. Can you show us again? Okay, so explain to us what you've done. You've got numbers.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why you wrote them there?
So I can remember what to do.
So you can remember what to do. And also the neck is so much longer than the body, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show and showing us your beautiful artwork. Do you have anything else you want to show us before you go? Or
Oh, yeah,
tell us.
I've been working on this art project.
Oh, let's see. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Can you explain to us what is it?
One half is the moon, and then one
Yeah.
half is the sun.
Like a solar eclipse.
Beautiful. But you know what that makes me think of? The giraffe is very different looking to the zebra. Like the moon is very different to the sun. But look how beautifully they come together and how important they are. Wow, I'm learning so much. You guys are helping me enjoy being short. It means that I also have a very special place on this planet as a short action Tam.
Yes, you do. But your nose isn't that short.
No, not as long as your nose. Anything else you want to share with us before we say goodbye? Is that a crab? Chase, what is that?
Yes, it's a crab.
Wow. And what do you do with the crab?
He just pulls the string over here and goes.
I don't know if I can eat seafood.
Wow, that's a very cool toy. I think you need to draw it for us one day, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so next time you'll show us your crabs. Who's that? Is that Baloo? Is that Baloo? Is that Baloo? From the Jungle Book. Rosie and Isabella were doing a story now. Who is that?
Baloo the bear?
Hello, the orangutan. Hello.
An orangutan? What is the orangutan's name in the Jungle Book?
King Louie.
King Louie, yes. I think you need to color that orangutan in orange. Okay, boys. Sorry?
He's brown.
Is he brown? Okay, well, you've got to doodle a crab for me and color in your orangutan for the next time we meet, okay?
Okay, bye.
Thank you for your beautiful giraffes. Bye.
Bye, brothers. It's so good that brothers draw together.
It is. Isn't it wonderful? They're very lucky that they have each other in lockdown.
Very lucky. Some kids are all alone.
I know. It must be so difficult. I mean, we're lucky because I'm hanging out with Dude and you all the time.
Mm-hmm. But remember, you're not always alone, because the School of Positivity is always on YouTube.
Always here. So if you don't catch us live, you can hop onto the YouTube channel and you can go watch all of our other shows and keep positive the whole time. Thanks for reminding me, Aardvark.
No worries, human.
Okay, I think you need to get going because we have to doodle a giraffe one more time.
All right.
You can stick around and watch and maybe you can doodle one too.
Yes, maybe I'll doodle this one.
Cool. Okay, let's get going so we can finish our giraffes. I love that, Giraffe. You are so good at drawing anything with shapes.
Hey, I love drawing things with shapes, and shapes are cool. There's not one shape that's better than any of the other shapes. They all have such cool individual properties.
Exactly. Like, you can't draw a round face with the square shape.
Nope.
So you need it to be round to draw a round shape.
And you can't draw a TV with a circle.
You can't.
Unless it was a circular TV.
But I've never seen one.
Me neither.
But maybe they make them one day.
Maybe.
But anyway, before we go down that hole, I have learned that we are all so important just the way we are. I'm magical as short action Tam. You're magical as a tall dude. And you guys watching are perfect just the way you are. Like the giraffe and the zebra.
Well, that's a great lesson. And it's been great learning at the School of Positivity.
Oh, we really love being here. We love having you with us. And we hope you join us next Sunday. And remember, you are wonderful just the way you are.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Now, a phenomenal songwriter, wrote songs for Leo Sayer, Ross, Julio. The list is absolutely endless. And obviously, first as a songwriter and collaborated a lot with another great songwriter called Mark Hazelwood. And myself as a songwriter, I also find sometimes writing with another person is fantastic because you get different ideas coming from different spheres, and there always seems to be a nice little juggle part there. So there are a lot of great songwriting duos or trios all over the world. But we're going to start with Albert Hammond. And Albert had a couple of great hits. This was one of his big billboard hits in the 70s, and it's called It Never Rains in Southern California. And I really hope you guys enjoy this. So here we go. Albert Hammond. Got on board, bound sail, 47. Did things for decided what love so far so he breaks seems to so California seems about about a word out of my head. I'm not a circumstance and I'm not a bit. I'm a lover, I'm a bit. I wanna go home. Will you tell the folks back home I really need it? And I don't know which one to take. Please don't tell them how you found me. Tell them how you found me. I need praise. She's raised the sun, California. Seems about to they penned a really great song, and it was called Let Your Love Flow. It was 1976, which was number one on charts all over the world, America, here in South Africa, all over Europe. And the Bellamy's continued writing still to this day, and I'm a real great fan of theirs. They toured South Africa last year sometime, and they're just absolutely great to act on stage. But they wrote so many great songs. They do a lot of fun stuff. They sort of mix a little bit of country and reggae, mainly a country type of act. But they always try and sneak in different genres into their music that just blends so nicely with the country stuff. Their lyric content is really great, and they've had a lot of really, really good songs. And in America, they've got a TV series called Honky Tonk Ranch. So I'm sure some of the American viewers might have seen it on one of your cable networks up there. But still a great, absolute wonderful act. And this is the second really, really big song that they had. And it came out just in the late 70s, 1979. I hope you enjoy. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like a devil tonight? If I was tired of this, would your love come quench me? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If we could talk all night about women, not sending out my friends back on the cold. I could ask a lot of crazy questions. That's you want to really want to know. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you love me? If I swore you were real, would you treat me like a serious man? If I was lying, would you be the one to know? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold me against me? The Bellamy Brothers. Right, I'll just change guitars quickly. This is one of my favorite guitars. I must tell you straight up, I think most musicians, our biggest weakness are instruments, and this beautiful guitar is a 1967 Fender Newporter. So for all you viewers out there that know a little bit about guitars, Fender brought out a range of acoustic guitars in the early 60s, and what made them stand out or different to a lot of acoustic guitars at the time, it had a bolt-on, if you can see that, great tone acoustically, but they were really, really playable because it's got a this is one of those guitars. I'll just tell you a big story. I saw a guy advertising. I own quite a few guitars, by the way. Advertising a hard case for an Ovation guitar, and I've got a few of those. And I've many hard cases for some bags. And this is I've drove about 70 kilometers and went and met him in another town. And this sounds like one of those property shows, but this is it was a dream that came true for me, actually. And we went to the storage locker, and he opened up the storage locker, and it was filled with all types of stuff that he had collected over the years, vinyl albums and furniture and an old television in the corner and some coffee tables and things. Anyway, jumping all over the stuff and climbing in and out, and pulled the one Ovation guitar case out. He said, "There you go, there's the one I'll give you." And while he was searching for that, something caught mine up under this little coffee table right in the corner. I just saw this neck sticking out. It said Fender Newport, and I thought, geez, man, can't be an original one. Anyway, he brought the other bits out, and I just said to him, is that a Fender Newport guitar? And he said, "That's an old guitar, and it's he said it's a 66, but it's in pieces." I said, "Have you got all the bits here for it?" And he said, "Yes, I do." And he pulled it out and pulled the body out, take it off, and these bolts over here were missing, and he couldn't find those, but the plate was here, and the body had a huge crack in it and was all dried out. There was woodworm in it and a whole lot. And I said to him, "Would you sell it to me?" And he said, "I don't know why you want to buy it, because it's just in pieces." And I said, I just want it. And the reason being, my dad is a professional musician, and has had a lot of hits which will feature later on in its little segments. But a similar one, there were about 3 models in the series. It was a Newporter, a Malibu, and a King. And I just always wanted a Malibu, like my dad's one, a Fender Malibu. And I said, "I'll buy it. How much do you want for it?" And it wasn't cheap, but he said, "Just give me what I paid for it." And so I landed up paying him 1,000 rand, which I wouldn't know what the exchange rate is now. It's about $50. Anyway, I've got this really, really fantastic, great, knowledgeable, passionate guitar tech friend of mine called Costa Mavropoulos, who's also a wonderful musician. And I took some photographs, and I said, "I've just bought this, and I really hope you can fix it." And I took it to him, and he just said, "Geez, I don't know what you did," but he said he's so passionate about guitars, and he said, "Grant, it's going to take me a long time, because he does things properly, and you can't really see, but there's a huge crack over here which he fixed and did it properly. Enforced the scars are still all here, but it's the most beautiful playing guitar." And anyway, so great American band will everything, and everybody loves the Eagles. They're still around. They're still touring. I've lost 1 or 2 members, but they're still such an amazing band. They came to South Africa and filled up a stadium with 81,000 people, and I went to that show, and it just blew my mind. I was 5 miles up right at the top in the stadium, and the sound was brilliant, and their voices were splendid, but they wrote the most amazing songs, and they all used to collaborate and write together. And this was off their second album called Desperado, and it was written by Henley and Felder. And I've always just loved this song. I just think it's a great song. So I'm going to do it on this old Fender Malibu, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a little song called Tequila Sunrise. He's gone by. Every night when the sun goes down, just another morning town. She's out running around. She was just I can keep on. Tequila Sunrise by the Eagles. And it's just talking about recording and bands and stuff. If you look back in any sort of history recording forum, you'll see that I think the first 2 or 3 albums that the Eagles recorded, they recorded down in a studio in Florida. And if you listen to the sound on those albums, it's just absolutely just brilliant and clear and concise, and the what we refer to as the equalization on those albums, it's just out of this world. And they were recorded on a console, the same make as this, that I've got in my studio, which is an MCI Music Corporation. The company was started by a guy called G. Parham, and just really, really made fantastic equipment. This is a really vintage one. It's not as vintage as a lot of them out there. It was built in 1979, and this console was first in the EMI studios in South Africa, and then it later went to another very big record company called Decibel. And afterwards, I acquired it, and with a little bit of TLC, we've got it back working again, and we're really, really making some nice records on this. So there's just a little bit of information about the studio, and I hope you're enjoying this so far. The next artist we're going to talk about is a British chap called Kenneth Fasted, who had a couple of hits, but his biggest one obviously was Where Do You Go to My Lovely, which went into the charts at number 1 as soon as it was released, after quite a lot of airplay. And he went on to do a few other songs that were quite big, called Frozen Orange Juice, I'm a Cathedral. A really, really great writer, wrote some really nice, deep stuff. He was also the brother of another British pop star called Eden Kane. And Peter toured South Africa in the late 80s, and then again in the early 90s, and I was very fortunate to meet him when he did a show down at the Wild Coast in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. And he was just such a humble, wonderful chap, just so giving as an artist, and imparting with his knowledge of writing and music and things, and was just an all-round passed away in 2017. But I thought we'd do this one. It's one of those songs most people know. And as I say, it was really, really big in Britain. And so this is it. This is my version of, I hope I did a bit of justice. Kenneth Fasted, where do you go, my lovely? Kenneth Fasted. The next band we're going to talk about is an American rock band called Green Day, who started out in the late 80s, went up and down, and tried everything from punk music to rock and roll to surf music. The leader of the band, great writer, Billy Joe Armstrong, penned so many great songs, and they were a huge success all over the world. Well, one song that really stands out, and it's a totally different version to what Green Day did, when they did the song called Good Riddance, The Time of Your Life. It was quite an acoustic version they did that was a really huge hit for them. And because of that, a lot of artists took the song and covered it in different sort of ways, because it sort of from the punk and rock vibe came down to this nice acoustic, deep, really, really deep song. It's such a great, simple written song. So I'm going to do a version for you, and got a bit of banjo in it. So hope you guys enjoy this one. So take the whole presence to friends in your mind. And you don't show, you can hang up and you can that just memories of that's good of the try. What is worth, swear to you what? Let's go, it's right. Looking at the time of your life. Green Day. Right, here's a writer that needs no introduction. Mr. Roger Miller. A little fun song we're going to do for you. And I'm sure everybody knows this one. I love this song, love playing it every time I do a gig. Everybody sings that just one little line of the chorus, and that makes it so special. So I hope you enjoy this one. Mr. Roger Miller, King of the Road. I don't pay no union dues as postal dues. Short the match, breaking out the hate. Memories, memories, king of the road. Every trail, all of the children, all of the names. Every hand down, every town, every lock that's not good, I know what's around. I said, sweet friends, woods, I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours out. King of the road, king of the road, king of the road. Roger Miller. Right, this next song is really one of those songs that just came out of nowhere, an artist out of nowhere, a guy from Michigan called Uncle Cracker, and wrote this song. Was produced by probably one of the most finest musicians in the world, Kid Rock. And anyway, say no more. I'm going to play it on this little instrument here. It's called a piccolo, which is probably just like a glorified ukulele. And hope you guys enjoy this one. I'm sure it's one you all know. And here we go. It's called Follow Me. You know why you met me, don't know why. Well, you can't turn around and say goodbye. All I know is when I'm with you, you make me free. You spin through my veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. You wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm not worried about the way, 'cause as long as going goes, baby, I don't care. You're feeling guilty, I went away. Well, you don't look freaking baby. I was scared of saying, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. You want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Money, I can give you the sky. Baby, you're right if you don't ask why. I'm the reason that you go straight. Baby, you're right if you just ask me to stay. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. Won't leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. You don't know why you met me, don't know why, but you can't turn around and say goodbye. All I know is that you muffins like you see. I'm singing while everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. Won't leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. While everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. Won't leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. Won't leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Piccolo.
That was a good show, Grant. Well done.
Hi. How you doing? How you guys over there?
All good, all good. How are you?
Yeah, good, all good. Thanks for that.
I was
Great
singing
show,
along.
great show.
I had so much fun. Yay!
Thank you. Listen, I think it's just going to get better and better with time. We've got some great guests on the future shows coming on, and
I was playing it through on my other computer so I could hear it without interrupting you. So no, this was fun. Oh my gosh.
Fantastic, man.
Amazing.
I saw your request there, Kokomo, Kimberly, so we'll definitely do that one.
So, Grant, how's South Africa doing this Sunday?
Just say again, I lost you a little bit there. I think our internet's got a little bit of a problem in South Africa. Carry on, so say again.
How is South Africa doing this Sunday?
How's that?
We're all good. We're all good. It's a little bit colder today, but we're getting there. So, yeah, all good. All good in South Africa. How are you guys, your parts of the world?
All good.
Yeah,
And,
we're kind of getting used to this new weather change, like we talked about yesterday, right? We're kind of preparing for a little bit of a storm coming in from the ocean. It's going to come and hit inland, and we're going to have bad weather for 5 days. So we're battening down the hatches and getting ready. So.
Yeah, we saw. You said there was a chance of a hurricane coming, so I hope you guys are all safe and sound there.
Thank you. Thank you. It's unusual this time of year, but certainly enjoying the music. It kind of uplifted my spirit. This is the kind of music that we like to listen to when we're on the beach, the kind of music you played there. And King of the Road is a lifetime favorite of mine. It just, thank you
fantastic,
so much. I mean,
Roger.
my dad sang that all the time, so love it.
Yeah, it's one of those songs. Every time I do a gig, and like I said, you just as you get to the chorus, everybody sings along.
Yeah.
So it's one of those really. Roger Miller was just such a fantastic writer and such a legend, and was loved by so many artists. So I had to throw Roger Miller in, but we'll definitely, like I say, just get all the requests coming in, and we'll do as many as we can.
Yeah, while you play, songs start popping in my head, and I'll probably have a list for you next week because I'm like, I'm really having fun here. But actually, anything you sing, I sing along to. And I love it when you bring out the different instruments because it gives us a different flavor each time. So, no, I'm having fun.
Great.
Are you having fun?
I'm glad you're enjoying it. As I say, write a list. I need a list of stuff.
Oh, I will. And, I think people were starting to hit my phone and go, wow, how do I get, because they didn't know how to watch it and ask. So that's a little kink we got to work out. We, I know how to do it, and so people were sending me, and I was sending you, but it was too late but next week is going to be just like this, a little bit better and a lot more fun.
Yeah, man, I'm sure we'll
watching on different platforms actually. So people are watching on different platforms. So some platforms they don't have the option
of
text
in. Yeah, they don't text in. So we're trying to get everything filtered into one platform so that it does text in. So the problem was we had you out everywhere rather than just filtering into one platform. And so because people were like, how do I text him? He's not, and I wasn't seeing it here. So so if somebody sent one, I quickly grabbed it and texted him. But anyway, no, your music is fun. It's tap along, clap along,
Yeah, great,
swinging. I love where do you come up with your list? I mean, I guess you have a whole bunch, but where do you come up with it?
I think it's just through, doing this for 35 years as a full-time profession, and playing for audiences. You always gauge what an audience wants, and it doesn't matter where you go. The music from our era can, even the young people come and ask for it because they grew up with it. So that stuff doesn't go out of fashion. The Beatles don't go out of fashion. The Beach Boys don't go out of fashion. So I think it's just throughout the years, you sort of know there's a sort of general list of songs that people like and they do know. And it's all fun stuff, and I love it. And like I say, next week I'm going to have Gavin Hayes on the show. He's going to do a couple of really, really nice covers of songs that people do know, also from the same era, probably 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and that type of thing. So, yeah.
No, yeah, 70s, 80s. It's all good, clean, fun music. Do you ever do Elvis songs?
I do. I'll do some Elvis for you, definitely. Yeah. I can't do it not like the king, but in my own way. So definitely.
This is what I tell people: do your own, because sometimes it's just a different, great way to listen to music. And I think you got a beautiful voice. So it's very fun. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, man. It's just so great to be on this platform with you guys, and it's just having such a ball now. And I think next week, as you say, we'll sort out all the little technical glitches, and I'm sure by next week we'll be up and running, and the next one's nearly in the bag. And so we'll have plenty more to come.
Your video's looking a whole lot better. It's like each week things. This is what I tell people: just don't give up. Each week, every little glitch gets better and better. Your video looks awesome. So
okay,
yeah,
good, man. Good. Yeah, we just, as I say, just tying up all the technical aspects from all over the globe, which is one of those things. But we'll come right, definitely, man.
We're doing it. But this is what I tell people, even the networks themselves, and I call them cheating. I've got a video of them cheating. They sit there and they go, stay home. We're all filming at home without any extra crews. That's not true. I busted them. They were doing music, kind of like what we're doing on Saturday mornings. And I thought, wow, that is freaking amazing, clear. Oh my gosh. And I thought the two musicians had just their camera, their phones, right? And they were, and I'm like, it's super. They had microphones and everything. Eventually, but then I started noticing the camera was moving, and I could see both of them. And phones don't do that, right?
No, exactly.
so I thought, wow, because at first I thought, okay, they got their phone set up, maybe a side camera, and somebody's running the dashboard, right? So but then all of a sudden it started doing this. So wait a minute, no, the networks are cheating. They say everybody's staying home. They're sending crews to the people's houses.
Yeah.
And they're filming. I'm like, oh no, that's not fair. And that's not safe, right? We're not
absolutely
that. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the guests I've asked them. They're shooting their stuff in their studios or in their homes, and then they'll send it through to me. But I'm doing the live link with the questions, which is quite nice. So it's sort of like a Skype platform or a Zoom platform, and I ask them a question, they answer it, and then obviously they just send the performance through to me, and then we edit it in. So that just shows you that we're not doing breaking lockdown rules. So I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right for a first little show that was broadcast. And yeah.
I'm happy. I'm very, and you know what? Again, I was singing along and just enjoying every bit of it. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. Same time next week, we're gonna take calls and requests. He does requests. As you can see, he can play any instrument. So I just
great. All right, but I need to ask you one question, Kimberly. You asked me to do Kokomo. Where is Kokomo? I need to know.
Kokomo, that's a song the Beach Boys do it.
Yeah,
I have no idea where Kokomo is.
So did you suck at geography?
I just like this song. You had this rhythm going. And then I go, the next song I need is the Kokomos, right?
I think it's one of the most fantastic songs. I love Kokomo. But I've never really sat and gone, where is Kokomo? I don't know where it is.
I have no idea. It's in my heart and mind. Every time I hear the song, you start singing it, you start swaying. But I started swaying to your music. I go, okay, let's go Kokomo. So,
but I'll research it. It sounds like, I don't know. To me, it sounds like a place down in Florida and
Aruba, Jamaica.
or somewhere down there.
I won't scare you with my singing, I promise. So, that's not my talent. But when you sing, you heal. You really do. One of the doctors said that this week.
Absolutely. Yeah, he did.
He
and being a